Reduce your grocery bill and improve the flavor of all your homemade meals by growing your own vegetables. It's simple and it's easy. Hi, I'm Melinda Myers. Start with a trip to the garden center and check out not only the seed packets but the tags on your favorite vegetables to give you some ideas for planting. Or check out gardening books or resources from your extension service. You'll be amazed at what you find out. When you look at a seed packet, on the back it tells you when it's appropriate to plant in your area, when to plant, how far to space it, and how long from planting to harvest. A lot of good information right there on the packet. The same goes with the plant tag as well. It tells you the sun, light requirements, moisture, and spacing needs of the plant. But let's do some basics. Let's talk about leafy crops. You know what? They can get by with the least amount of sunlight. Most vegetables do best, really all of them prefer full sun, 8 to 12 hours of sunlight. But if you've got a limitation with sun, you may want to put your leafy crops like lettuce and spinach in the more shady areas. They can get by with as little as 4 hours of sunlight. Root crops like radishes and beets and carrots can get by with about 6 hours of sunlight. Both will take full sun, but you can push it a little bit with these. Plants where you eat the fruits like eggplants, peppers, and tomatoes, zucchini, cucumbers, and squash need the most sun, preferably 8, even better, 10 or 12 hours of direct sun each day. So put them in the light requirements for the best productivity. Temperature is also important, timing about when you plant. As I mentioned, the seed packets and tags will tell you quite a bit of information, but there's kind of some general rules of thumb. When we're planting cool crops, things like cabbages, cauliflower, broccoli, those type of things, they tolerate cooler temperatures and can go in the garden early. Same with lettuce and spinach. In fact, when the temperatures get warm, these tend to perform poorly or the taste gets bitter. Things like tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants, your vine crops, your cucumbers, your squash, your melons like it warm, air and soil-wise. So wait for things to warm up before putting them in the garden. In fact, if you plant out too early, you'll end up with stunted growth, and all your neighbors that waited will beat you with that first red ripe tomato. You also want to look for planting out things like onions. You can start them from seed indoors and move the transplants outside, or you can grow sets. Now, onions grown from sets are best used fresh or as green onions. They don't last as long in storage. So if you're looking to grow a bumper crop of onions and you want to store them for a long period of time, start them from transplants or start your own seeds indoors. And how about getting the whole family involved in labeling those vegetables? It's a good way to get the kids excited about making markers from anything from stones to old broken wooden spoons or plastic spoons that you may be heading to the recycling center. Get out the markers, get out the paint, and get busy creating beautiful artwork to label your vegetables. And with a little planning, proper marking and labeling, you can all enjoy a bumper crop of harvest and fresh from the garden flavor all season long.